Hey guys, Carnivorous Earth here, and welcome back to It Moves. So I'm hopping right back in. So we all remember some really weird things was going on. Little kid's been having nightmares, and there's also something moving in his bunk. Hook hangs from the wall. A piece of meat hangs to dry from it. Okay. Things going a little shaky. Earthquake. Oh. Okay, go through the door. Oh, it's turning red. Why are you Painted glass depicts a scene from the Bible. Oh, and already I see you there, fucker. Spider fucker. Spider fucker. Does whatever spider fucker does? I don't know. Oh. Another earthquake. And it looks like all of that's hand-drawn stuff too. That's actually pretty awesome. No. No, no, no. I don't want any. There's some really creepy stuff going on. And this looks like a map. Another earthquake. Picture depicts a couple men standing in front of a car. What the fuck? The fuck? Are those dead cats? Weird, dude. And of course, right when I start recording. Oh, now we're stuck in here with something. Probably that spider fucker. Do I just want to wander around? Okay, what the hell? Ugh. What the hell? What the Why is it doing that? Ugh. Just notice their mouths are moving. Ugh. Okay, that snapping is their mouths, like opening or closing. What the hell? Creepy dolls. Oh, what the hell? Okay, guys, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Okay, it's just an... Do I just keep doing this over and over and over again, dude? I really don't know, guys. Am I missing something? Seriously, I don't understand what's going on. Oh! No, I was just... Oh, mother... Creepy babies! Screw you, creepy babies. I guess we just stand here while the creepy babies get us.
Oh,
What the hell? It's all staticky. My greatest fears were realized in the winter. The days grew short, and the longer nights merely provided this wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Soon she recognized none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided that she would stay with her. As much as I loved my grandmother and felt nothing but anguish at her illness, to this day I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should it become aware of my mother's absence. Her presence being the one thing which I was sure was protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach. Rushed home from school that day, and immediately wrenched the bed sheets and mattress from the lower bunk, removing all the slats and placing an old desk, a chest of drawers, and some chairs which we kept in a cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. I told my father I was making an office, which he found adorable, but I would be damned if I'd give that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into her jewelry box and take a small family crucifix which I had seen there before. While my family were not very religious, at that age I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Although fearful and anxious while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came, and as I drifted off to dream, I hoped that would awaken in the morning without incident. Fortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all. Done. Chapter 5, Urban Explorer. Oh, we got another nightmare. Yes, save. Okay, give me timeout, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Had to run and do something real quick. Playing the piano badly. Okay. It says woof. It says woof. Not gonna say anything about the two-headed Frankenstein thing, two-faced Frankenstein thing? Okay. Feeling that something's invading your privacy, even without ill will, is still disturbing. He's just a little too excited there. What the fuck is that thing? It actually looked like a weird, mutated Jar Jar Binks. You are good. Okay. You are good. Okay. Bunch of school books. Even if you don't know why they are here, you hold the greatest amount of fear for them. Dinosaur with... Apparently someone did not like me checking the chalkboard. An old picture of what seems to be a religious man and woman. Okay, and there's a random... Looks like a bathtub in the middle of the classroom. Yeah, I was like, there's a random bathtub there. Why is that there? The sounds of screams are awful. They are even worse when they are your own. File mattress is dirty and worn out. Does this say anything? There's a piece of paper. It reads knock knock. Fuck you! Ah, really? Okay, so the first jump scare of the game. And it was not that great of one. Looks like there's a piece of paper there. Writing desk with some school material on it. Nope. Oh, that was a door. Hello, creepy. Time to go downstairs. Looks like an evil Jar Jar Binks. The lock on the door is broken. I don't think I can get here. We can... whatever it's in. Okay, there's only one way I can go then. Well, two ways, technically. What the fuck are you? Is that a rat riding a sheep? That's weird and slightly annoying. Let's see if I can make it to the stage. Nope. Don't need to go this way then. Oh, stop the mooing! Oh, yay. Bustle machine of some sort. We get to go down a deep, dark hole. Thump, thump, thump. Because apparently we want to find... the weird old Jar Jar Binks wannabe. Oh yay, it's a maze. I'm just picking randomly, guys. I have no idea if this is the right way to go. I don't know. Someone didn't like that. Oh, I think I found it. Random guessing for the win! Hold on one second. I just realized something. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, yeah, the webcam is going to be a little different on this one because I forgot to put it back on standard, so it's going to be fucking huge. So, yeah, sorry about that. It's too late now. I mean, I'm this far into it. Might as well just keep going. Okay, so it just... Someone trying to do a pterodactyl impression? Up, I think we found it. What the fuck are you things? No, don't climb up on the altar. Why would you do that? Okay, so that is very... Oh, they're trying to sing now. Oh, that's... Yeah, I think you guys need a little bit more practice. Oh, hey, look, I'm dead. There we go. You're awfully quiet nowadays. Is there something wrong, son? Nothing. Are you sure? Is there something wrong with your new room? Are you lonely without your brother? No. Alright then. It looks all gray, so I guess that's a memory. I woke gradually. The room was once again dark. As my eyes adjusted, I could gradually make out the window and the door, and the walls, some toys on a shelf, and... Even to this day, I shudder to think of it, for there was no noise. No rustling of sheets, no movement at all. The room felt lifeless, yet not empty. The nightly visitor, that unwelcomed, wheezing, hate-filled thing which had terrorized me night after night, was not in the bottom of bunk, it was in my bed. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Utter terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. I lay motionless. If I could not scream, I did not want to let it know I was awake. Although that music doesn't really fit what's going on, really. I had not yet seen it. I could only feel it. It was obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline, and I could feel its presence, but I dared not look. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there motionless in... Okay, now it fits. Laying there motionless in the darkness, I was every bit a scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then. But the grasp of winter is long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise. Sunrise which I yearned for. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached a breaking point. A moment where I could wait no more, where I could survive under this intimately deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you threadbare, a shell of nerves leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of that bed. Then I remembered the crucifix. My hand still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing as best I could the sound and vibrations caused, but could not be found. I had either knocked it off the top bunk, or it had, could not even bear to think of it, but taken from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be acutely aware of what death is, and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was going to die in that bed if I lay there, dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind, but how? Should I leap from the bed and hope that I make it to the door? What if it is faster than me? Or should I slowly slip out of that top bunk, hoping to not disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Realizing that I had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, began to have the strangest of thoughts. Chapter 6, The Abyss. Okay, we're underwater now. Save. Yep. Hello, fishies. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Okay, so we're just swimming through. Oh, the thumping's getting louder. Yeah, and it's weird because the last video I recorded, it was, as you all have probably known if you watched it, me sitting here playing, I could hear background music. But in the recording, it didn't pick up some of the background music. So, I don't know what was going on with that. What's this? Is that nothing? Okay, we're... Oh, there's someone sinking. I think it's his dad. Drain water or remove diving gear. We were wearing diving gear? Ah! Oh, it's starting to turn into something like Soma. Which I am looking forward to playing. If I have the money for it, I'm going to try to pick it up. Because it looks awesome. It's, if you don't know, Soma is made by the same people. Oh, anglerfish! Which, yeah, in real life they look creepy as fuck. But no, Soma is made by the same people who made Amnesia. And from what I've seen, it's a lot like Amnesia. Someone banging on a piano. Yes, jump into the hole with spiky teeth, like whatever that thing is from Star Wars. But yeah, Soma's like a sci-fi horror that takes place under the ocean. And it looks awesome. So if I can, I'll pick that up, because it's the people who made Amnesia. Oh, hello. I just got eaten. But it looks like it's going to be more in-depth story-wise, which, as I said last episode, that's been one of my big issues. Is games that really... Games without story really don't get to me. Or really don't keep me engaged. But anyway, back to this. What if it was asleep? It hadn't so much as breathed since I had woken up. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it had finally got me. Now it's finally in its grasp. Perhaps it was toying with me, After all, I had been doing just that for countless nights. Now with me under it, pinned against my mattress with no mother to protect me, maybe it was holding off, savoring its victory until the last possible moment, like a wild animal savoring its prey. Tried to breathe as shallowly as possible, and mustering every ounce of courage I could, I reached over slowly with my right hand and began to peel the blanket off of me. What I found under those covers almost stopped my heart. Did not see it, but as my hand moved the blanket, it brushed against something. Something smooth and cold, something which felt unmistakably like a gaunt hand. I held my breath in terror, as I was sure it must now have known that I was awake. Nothing. Did not stir, it felt dead. After a few moments, I placed my hand carefully further down the blanket and felt a thin, poorly formed forearm. My confidence and almost twisted sense of curiosity grew as I moved down further to a disproportionately larger bicep muscle. The arm was outstretched, lying across my chest, with the hand resting on my left shoulder as if it had grabbed me in my sleep. Realized that I would have to move this cadaverous appendage if I even so much as hoped to escape its grasp. For some reason, the feeling of torn, ragged clothing on the shoulder of this nighttime invader stopped me in my tracks. Fear once again swelled in my stomach and in my chest as I recoiled my hand in disgust at the touch of straggled, oily hair. Could not bring myself to touch its face, although I wondered to this very day what it would have felt like. Dear God, it moved. Chapter 7, Hostia. I have no idea. Of course, save. Oh wow, look at that. What the hell are you? Nope, don't want any of that. Ah, I want to go back to that. That's not as bad. Ugh. I mean, look at it. It's got it's a pile of meat with a little tendril there, a little tendril to the right. Looks like a baby head and a space helmet and whatever that is, and a giant butthole that I'm climbing into. With eyes flowing through it and whatever the hell that thing is. Wow. What the hell? The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. Ugh. Yeah, I thought my nightmares were bad. This kid's nightmares are fucked up. Yeah, you have nightmares like this, you're either extremely creative or extremely disturbed. What the hell is that thing? Is that a path I can note? Although, don't know if you can hear or not, but the music is very... At a crossroads in life, what does one do? Stand at the crossroads, if you will, but you'll not choose. I'll move on without you. And having once chosen, never to seek to return to the crossroads of that decision. For even if one chooses wrongly, the choice cannot be unmade. Nope, you won't let me go that way. What about this way? Nope, you're gonna stop me. Okay. So I can't make any choice. Okay, so... Weird. So I guess we turn back around. Oh, that's what it was saying. You can't go back. Hello. You... All I've got to say is the person who created this, don't ever make a game that had a 3D horror game with better graphics, than more detail than this, graphics wise, because yeah, I won't play it, because this is nightmare inducing. Oh, we're back to the... Why do we keep jumping back and forth into nightmares when we're obviously awake? It moved. It was subtle, but its grip on my shoulder and across my body strengthened. No tears came, but God, how I wanted to cry. As its hand and arm slowly coiled around me, my left leg brushed along the cool wall which the bed lay against. Of all that happened to me in that room, this was the strangest. Oh, I realized that this clutching, rancid thing, which drew great delight from violating a young boy's bed, was not entirely on top of me. It was sticking out from the wall, like a spider striking from its lair. Ah! Suddenly its grip moved from a slow tightening to a sudden squeeze. It pulled and clawed at my clothes as if frightened that the opportunity would soon pass. Fought against it, but its emaciated arm was too strong for me. Its head rose up, writhing and contorting under the blanket. Now realized where it was taking me. Into the wall. I fought for my dear life. I cried and suddenly my voice returned to me. Yelling, screaming, but no one came. Then I realized why it was so eager to suddenly strike, why this thing had to have me now. Through my window, that window which seemed to represent so much malice from outside, streaked hope. The first rays of sunshine. I struggled further, knowing that if I could just hold on, it would soon be gone. As I fought for my life, the unearthly parasite shifted, slowly pulling itself up my chest. Its head now poking out from under the blanket, wheezing, coughing, rasping. I do not remember its features. I simply remember its breath against my face, foul and as cold as ice. As the sun broke over the horizon, that dark place, that suffocating room of contempt, was washed, bathed in sunlight. I passed out as its scrawny fingers encircled my neck, squeezing the very life from me. Okay, so it was coming out from the wall. I woke to my father offering to make me some breakfast, a wonderful sight indeed. I had survived the most horrible experience of my life until then, and now. Moved the bed away from the wall, leaving behind the furniture I believed would stop the thing from taking a bed. Little did I think that it would try to take mine, and me. Weeks passed without incident, yet on one cold, frostbitten night I woke to the sound of the furniture where the bunk beds used to be vibrating violently. I lay there sure I could hear distant wheezing coming from deep within the wall, finally fading into the distance. The following year I was given a larger room on the other side of the house, and my parents took that room as their bedroom. They said they didn't need a large room, just one big enough for a bed and a few things. They lasted 10 days. We moved on the 11th. Okay. That's it! A game by Snow Owl. Snow Owl, damn, you did a good job at this. I have to say, he did a good job with this. Yeah, it's an RPG horror game. And some people say with the pixelated graphics. 8 million ways to die. Okay. I guess that's all the... Based on the story Bedtime by Michael Whitehouse, which I linked in the description of the last one. Which I'll be doing again this time if you want to read it. It's actually not that bad of a story. I kind of like it. And apparently that guy, if you look, he actually has books that are collections of his stories. So do we just wander around with this weird thing popping up? Oh, nope, we fade to dark. The end. What the hell is that at the bottom? Okay, so that's it for It Moves. Yeah, I really like that. So, yeah, try it out for yourself. If you want to. I mean, you already realize everything that's going on, but it is still pretty creepy. And I like the fact that it's creepy and not just jump scare after jump scare after jump scare. It's got an interesting story where you're kind of wondering why it's happening, what's going on. I mean, yeah, we had one jump scare like 10 minutes ago, and that was it. The only jump scare in the entire game. I like that. I like the fact that it doesn't rely on jump scares, which a lot of games nowadays do. A lot of horror games. I mean, you look at Five Nights at Freddy's is notorious for jump scares, and that entire type of game, that game type that spawned from that, they're all nothing but jump scares. It's just they're really loud and they're screaming in your face. So it's, once you get used to it, yeah, you'll still jump, but it's more because you startled, not because you're scared. You adapt to it. With this, it ratchets up the tension, and there's no full release. It's more of, it releases slowly during the points where it's telling you the actual story, and you're not doing the nightmares, which I like that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later. Fuck. What the...